So this is the file that we use for all of our children for behavior recording. We'll zoom out and kind of just let you look at the data sheet for a second, and basically we're looking at raw frequency data. You want to start by putting your child's code or his name, just some kind of identifier. Once you have that name code in there, notice all the behaviors up here. You can change these to any behaviors that your client might be engaging in. You can add more behaviors, that's up to you. Now notice as we enter in some fake data that the rate of behavior is starting to update itself. We'll put in about 5 different data points just to get a bigger picture when we go to look at the graphs. As you can see at the bottom where those tabs are, each tab with the letter G is a graph that corresponds with either the raw frequency data or the raw function data. Now that we have all of our data entered, we can move on to the next tab at the bottom, raw function data. This tab is set up much the same way as the previous tab, so there's really little explanation needed here. We're just going to update that name and then put in some data points. As you can see, we're interested in the function of behavior, but this page could easily be updated to maybe setting or time of day, whatever it is that you're interested in. So keep in mind that all of this is kind of fluid. Now once all those data points are entered, we'll take a look at some of the graphs. This is a fun graph. It's basically showing us the breakdown of behavior by topography. So we can see our pie chart with the percentages listed on there. To the right, you have your key or your legend, and it's just a way to keep track of which topographies are occurring the most with your client. Again, this auto updates itself too as you enter in more data. Here's our first graph. It's just a frequency graph based on that frequency data on the first tab. Got your 5 data points that we entered. The next graph is the escape avoidance graph. Then we have attention and so forth. All of these graphs are related to the data that you've already entered, so there's only 5 data points. One thing you'll notice with these graphs is that the vertical axis kind of just goes as high as the highest data point. So we'd want to change that. I'm just putting in 20. It's very easy to go in. You just basically click Edit Chart, Customize, Vertical Axis, and put minimum 0, maximum 20. Very easy to do.